What's up, YouTube? This is Sparky, and we're gonna review the second episode of Young Justice. And let's get it started. Alright, so basically, just to skim over the whole episode before I get into the details. Basically, the new leader of Young Justice, which is Nightwing, Dick Grayson, he sends out a team of Superboy, McGann, and Beast Boy with Adam Strange back to the home alien planet where these aliens came from. The aliens who were basically stealing these advanced weapons. So basically, they get there, they meet up with the scientists who helped Adam Strange and understand what's going on, and his daughter, which obviously she and Beast Boy are together or romantically getting together. And they basically go out to the jungle. They get the aliens, they stop them, obviously, and throughout the whole situation or the whole ordeal, it's found we learn a few things about how Superboy and McGann finished the relationship, and Beast Boy how he basically became Beast Boy and his relationship with McGann. And also, basically, we learn a few things about McGann, how she's changed over the years, obviously. And on top of that, we basically find out that McGann now knows what exactly happened in those 16 hours. So it's gonna be interesting what happens on the next episode. So let's see what happens. But let's get to the specific things I want to point out, which I thought was pretty interesting, and is gonna I think it's gonna pop up later on. Alright, so if you guys remember basically about Beast Boy, he came up in an old episode from the first season. Around it was in the 20th episode, I remember exactly. He was Garth, where basically McGann she had to do a blood transfusion to Beast Boy, which at the end of that episode you notice how Beast Boy began to change as his eyes turned green. So basically after that, they kind of went their separate ways, but a lot of things had happened in that time. Where for one thing, Beast Boy or Garth lost his mom due to Queen Bee, who I'm not exactly sure on the specifics, killed her mother in a car accident or in a homicide or some kind of assassination attempt. But basically, that really affected Beast Boy, as you saw where in that scene where they basically get to the lake, where Beast Boy just breaks down and turns to his human form, which I thought his regular form was that monkey. So it's nice to know that he can be regular Beast Boy. But basically, um, from there, after his mom's death, I'm guessing he turned slowly into Beast Boy, and McGann learns of what happened exactly, and she takes him up as a adopted brother where in reality they actually really are brothers and sisters, where um, they have the same blood now, or they're blood related. Also, there's another thing that was a bit surprising was, or well, not surprising, but I kind of liked how basically you saw this connection between Beast Boy and McGann, how big sister, little brother, they play around and they enjoy talking to each other and they can be comfortable around each other. I like how the writers basically make them like basically regular brothers and sisters who can get along, because that's what Beast Boy really needs right now with his whole mom dying and basically being alone because he doesn't have a father either. The only other thing that I found surprising was how McGann changed, which I know everybody noticed at the end of the episode how she basically got that alien and basically made that guy into a vegetable. He was drooling on the side of his mouth. Um, Everybody was a bit surprised, and Superboy, he looks like he wasn't so surprised. I guess this has happened before by the way he reacted. That's my personal opinion, because these writers are very specific on how they do things. It's not something they just do out of the blue, because it's always like basically how the show runs has ran basically from season one to season two. They always do everything for a reason, and I think this has happened before, where McGann shows this dark side of her, more of a vigilante, where she's willing to kill bad guys. Also, there was another thing that I think there's a connection to, which is the reason why McGann and Superboy aren't together. Um, Before we get into that, I just want to point out how Superboy cannot age physically. He has this external youth, inside, his organs do grow old, but his outside body doesn't, which um, I'm guessing all the girls love. I know everybody will love that kind of stuff, but Superboy obviously doesn't. He wants to feel like a normal person and basically grow old. But basically, besides that, Beast Boy also explains how, well, he doesn't really explain, but he says that he was the one specifically who broke up with Megan, and it was for a real specific reason. At first, I thought it was something about Superboy, but in the end of the episode, I'm guessing it was something about Megan, like how she reacted or how she's treating people or the bad guys, basically. In my opinion, I think that has a lot to do with why Superboy and Megan are together because he's seeing something that not everybody else is seeing, and he does not like it at all. Also, there's a few things I want to point out here about Megan. That's probably the one of the most darkest scenes we've seen of Megan because she's usually cheery, usually outgoing, but she's becoming this dark person who's willing to kill people or not kill, but like really mess them up. Like that can be permanent injuries. Um, but in my opinion, I think this may be the opening to what could be an evil Megan, where she might be an enemy of Superboy, like Superboy versus Megan, or Megan versus Wonder Girl or Batgirl, and that's gonna be pretty interesting. As a new twist. Me personally, I do not hope that happens. I hope she turns back to, she doesn't go that road and stays good. But that's gonna be something interesting to watch because um, that's not something you see every day. Like on TV shows, usually like Teen Titans or um, any of those kid shows, you don't see a good guy turning into a bad guy who's willing to kill people or stuff like that. But you get the idea. So basically, my question for the end of this video, I again is basically about Megan. Do you think she's gonna become a villain, somebody that can become as evil as Queen Bee or something like that? Cause, and tell me why. If not, tell me why also. I just want basically, I would like to know what you guys think about that, because I think that's a nice twist, or not a nice twist, but an interesting twist. Also, just want to give a quick shout out to the creator of the Sirk show 24/7. Again, he's a great guy. He gives very good commentaries, reviews. Go to his page, subscribe, like, and enjoy. So hope you liked it. Hope you liked the video. Hope you subscribe. And also, again, I'm planning this basically a tournament, a fan-based tournament superheroes is something that you'll see on my Facebook page. It's basically about the sidekicks. I need to basically set up a list of 32 sidekicks where they'll be facing each other until there's one left, and after that we'll escalate to the next level to Teen Titans maybe, or to Teen Superheroes. After that, Justice League. After that, Marvels. You know how. Like I basically want to escalate more and more until we know who is the number one greatest superhero of all times. But um, yeah, just give me the list, what you guys think. If you want Robin, if you want Artemis, basically Speedy, Aqualad, all those people. So post on my channel, send me a message, whatever it is, I'll definitely put it on the list, and I'll give you the final list in basically 2 weeks or so to have a nice base um, of information to know what exactly you guys want to see on this tournament. So, and again, if you guys have any questions that you want me to post on the next video and to answer, just put a post, go on my Facebook page, also on the fan page for Facebook. And again, this is Sparky signing out. Also, just want to give you a quick brief info about the parenting with Vegeta. That is not me whatsoever. This is from a different creator, different channel, and basically, just check it out. I'll leave a link if I can find one, and just check it out. It's not from me again. I would like to make one. I might make one in the future, but this is basically strictly from somebody else. So just want to point that out real quick. I don't steal people's ideas.
And now it's time for parenting with Vegeta. As a father, it can be embarrassing talking to your son about certain subjects, such as masturbation. But just do as I did. Just sit your son down and say, "Son, every time you masturbate, God kills a kitten." which is why you must